All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, October 30th. And Q, are we finally gonna pull back? There's finally a little bit of weakness coming in. We have still, unfortunately, we have no levels of interest to work with. Nearest level of interest, as far as how I personally define levels of interest, is still way down at 25,400. So today, much like the entirety of this week, is going to be focused on reference points, which is going to be prior day high, prior day low, overnight high, overnight low. I like to look at the prior day's range and the overnight range as solid reference points for B or B plus opportunities. You're not going to have that A plus trade, at least by my definition of an A plus trade. Not going to have that A plus trade without a level of interest, without some higher time frame structural component. One thing I mentioned in the pre-market prep notes this morning in the Traders Think Tank was the fact that the weekly volume point of control is now overhead. It is now above the current price points up there, just shy of 26,300 right through here. You can see the yellow line on my chart right through here. That's a weekly profile, weekly volume point of control. I like to keep an eye on where that is, just so I have a sense of where all the volume for the week is at. Now, right now, it's currently above price. So the thought is, or the question is, was all of that action from yesterday, at least ahead of FOMC, was that a bit of distribution following pretty much what was like a 5 or 6 day rally and breakout? And are we going to start to see a little bit of a pullback here? I have no crystal ball, so I don't know for sure, but that is one thing that has definitely crossed my mind this morning. And for that, what I'm primarily going to be watching is how price responds to the prior day low. We're pretty close to the prior day low. Your prior day low yesterday, post FOMC, or rather during FOMC, while Powell was speaking, we have a bounce from the previous day's volume point of control. But other than that, when you zoom out and you just look at this 5 minute RTH chart, well, what do we have here? We have nothing. There's not a lot to work with. There's not much to work with. So we'll see what this morning gives us. Got about 90 seconds till the open. See if we can find a decent opportunity for today. It's been, at least on my end, it's been quite a slow week so far. So we'll see how that shapes up into the end of the week. ES is showing a pretty similar structure, overnight low, right near prior day low. RTY is down there near prior day low. GC, that 40-20 level we've been talking about, has been working beautifully. Even post FOMC, that's been a solid level. Let's see what we get this morning. Let's see it. Volume is really good this morning, at least for the past hour. So that's good to see. We like to see some pre-market volume. That's always nice. All right, there's the open. Session volume point of control way overhead, 239. Really good volume right off the open. I saw Meta was down like 10% or something like that last time I checked on the back of earnings. So right into overnight low right now. ES pretty much mirroring, and RTY little bounce. Who ended up trading FOMC yesterday? Anyone? Anyone besides the bot? No, the bot nailed some moves there. Jacob, I haven't taken a manual trade in 2 days. Good man. Good man. Love it. Love it. Isaiah made 1.7K on gold London session. That's not really FOMC though. That's not FOMC. ES long and RTY. Nice. Rich, what's up, man? NQ getting in a prior day low. Watching this series of reference points here. Overnight low, prior day low area. There's your prior day low. So beneath prior day low, I'll keep an eye on 26K, more of like as a psychological level primarily. More than likely we'll see a level of interest start to build there over the next couple of weeks would be my best guess. Coming into 26K right now. So pretty much flush right through prior day low. PDL. No interest there at 26K. Look at that. Starting to roll over quite a bit more now. Note the shape of the day. It's still very, very early in the day, but note the shape of the daily here. All the volume overhead. So I'll be cautious. Based on this open, I'll be cautious till at least 10 a.m. RTY, a little bounce over there in the Russell. Benny looking for that weekly open. Full retest of the structure. It's a little something right through here. Meow. Not a true level of interest with only the one test there. Purple Jerry, the thing I'm wondering is how did you draw a line that straight with the brush? Yeah, I got lucky there. Normally they're nasty. Normally they are not that clean. I'll tell you that. All right, so ES is coming back in a prior day low. Let's get a look again at our intraday here. Good volume coming in. It's great to see. It's good to actually see some movement. Now we need some better location. It's like ES rejecting that prior day low. I like to keep an eye on this 26K. Just as a psychological level. NQ bumping into it right now. The 000. Oh, Chrissy, man, you are funny. This guy, man. $960, you long from $960? I'll give it a little sample right there in the Lucid. A little momentum entry. See what the prop account can do. There we go. Getting into target. Let's tighten up the trail. Shaking out. That was your level, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? This Lucid account should be eligible for payout today. It's over 159, but I'm working on the consistency.
Order
I think I had
filled.
one day that was like 4,000. I can't remember what their consistency rule is. I think it's like, is it 40%? That sounds high. Maybe that's high. 30% maybe? We'll grab a little light size momentum play right there up above the 26K for the entry. We lock it into prior day low just for a little scalp on the Lucid straight to funded accounts. Cannot take that trade in the self-funded, the personal account. No way. No way. Notably, ES is making a session high, FYI. Great volume this morning. Yeah, Mario, I have to agree with you there. The ES reclaim of prior day low looking good. Ten minutes till 10 a.m. This morning's already flying by. NQ coming into session highs. Session highs about 130, 26, 130, 127. Yeah, same page, Andreas. Same page. Yeah, that 30-minute looks interesting. That's for sure. Can we get the hammer? A lot can happen in 7 minutes, though. So, and Q, there's your new high of day. Yeah, no entry granted. No entry provided. Staying patient right now. No trades in the personal account yet. We did have the one long in the prop account from 26K. So let's see how this 30-minute and hourly candle closes here in about 3 minutes. Hourly shows us a hammer. Session volume point of control is there now at 114. All right, here comes 10 a.m. Overnight low, prior day low are the nearest reference points on NQ. Fresh highs post 10 a.m. No entry. No entry at all. Glad I got a piece down near 26K. Still focused on this area right there here. Yeah, volume's looking good. Volume's great this morning. No issues there. Don't tell me that was it right there. Don't tell me that was it right there. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Spent like a full month of wanting a little bit more depth on a pullback, and then it doesn't give you that depth and just bounces. What happens is you start to change up your process a little bit, and you're like, all right, well, it's been only given the shallow pullbacks. Let me start buying the shallow pullbacks. And then the market shifts again, starts giving you those deeper pullbacks. Now you're taking trades at the shallow and getting walloped. I'd rather just wait. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. All right, here we go. Getting into overnight low. Price unable to really reclaim that VWAP so far. And so this 26050 area, prior day low, is going to be treated the circled spot. There's overnight low, 79. Yeah, Benny, we're watching. We're watching, good sir. Let's see it. Right into overnight low. You got the 50%. Just beneath, you got prior day low in this area. Wouldn't mind a little bit more depth into 26050. 5 minute told you to touch some grass. Chrissy, do you still have grass in Canada, my friend? There's no grass out there. November, you got no grass. Turf doesn't count. Turf does not count. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Chrissy, have you busted out the lizard lamp yet? I haven't seen you post that thing, but I know you got it. I know you're just waiting for the right time. All right, I gotta protect this thing now. If it falls here, I'm out at break even. Can we get a push? Or are they gonna take me out? 88.5, I'm out. And I'm out. Man, that's been the game this week for me. Just a little 10 pointers. Can't find follow through on anything. So NQ got the bounce from where I was looking for it, but just knocked back down at session volume point of control. We'll see how this continues. Look at your 5 minute. Let's see how this continues to build out here. Make it another chance. Tough for me to hold those in the personal account when I have limited conviction. I really like pulling my conviction from levels of interest rather than just the reference points. So if it goes right away, it goes, boom. I know I had a good entry, but if it comes back, I was probably too soon or just flat wrong. I'll cut it. Look for the next thing. So yeah, it's right back into where I entered, actually beneath the entry. So case in point right there. That's good news for the bot though. The bot is working on PT2. Try not to watch that thing too much intraday. Can be very distracting. Gold back into 40.20. Let's see what else are we working with? ES can't seem to get above VWAP either. 2 minute got stopped out, Des. I'm on the 5. I'm on the 5er. And NQ cracking lower right here, back beneath prior day low. So this is line in the sand right here for buyers, if you ask me. A failure here most likely unlocks the session low again. No entries, Benny. Check your alerts. Check those alerts. All right, let's see. Let's see. See if the runners can do something here. The trade is paid for. And nope. All right. That's probably it. That's probably it for me. I want those trades to go like right away at reference points. Like I said, otherwise there's just no conviction. Don't we all? Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. But typically if I'm seeing a 30-point move away from my entry and I can peel some off, there's no reason for me to let it come back to the entry. At least in this circumstance when we're talking about reference points. If we're at a level of interest, how I treat it is going to be different. But I'm also weighing the context right now. All the volume this week is overhead. We just had 5, 6 days of vertical. I have more conviction for holding trades at support, at major support, and then with the trap, of course, one of my favorite opportunities, the trap entry. Trap house. So 15 points and then 10, 25 points. It was decent. It's okay. I'll keep at least one light on. Let's see. We're still here. We're still here. If this kind of shapes into something like this, I like that sort of entry a little bit more. See, and then it just cracks lower. I see action like that, and it makes me very, very happy with my management decisions. At this point, like I said earlier, beneath prior day low, I'll look at session low. We want to see how that session low is going to be treated. 25,950. As of right now, we have the one long in the Lucid straight to funded accounts from 26K. That was a momentum buy before 10 a.m. And then we tried 2 attempts here in the area I was interested in. Overnight low, prior day low. I'm looking for more immediate follow through on those trades. Doesn't happen. So we cut bait, let it go. Gurav Z, why don't I directly trade from TradingView? What would the advantage of that be? Is it better than Tradeovate? I've never used it, but I've not heard great things about the TradingView interface, especially considering my trading style. I mean, there's a 30-second chart, so I'm making very fast decisions. Chrissy says it's so ass. That tells me everything I need to know. Those Gen Zs, if they know anything, they know about technology. I'll tell you that. So got the Chrissy stamp of, or I guess not stamp of approval, but stamp of denial. We'll take it. We will take it. Andres, it's good for slower decisions in bracket orders. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Also, I don't really see the purpose of introducing like a middleman between me and the broker. Like if I can just use the broker directly, why would I add latency? You're adding more moving parts that can potentially break. Something can go wrong. All right, Chrissy, take care, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there's 26K again. Psychological level. Right now, I'm just chilling. I like to see some action, really up above overnight low or down near the session low. Benny, did you grab that short? That's been a good level, man. The 40/20. You have overnight high right there, too, on GC. Running a trail. Beautiful. Nice work. 1 hour into the morning. How's everyone's day so far? I'm happy to see this volume, some better action, definitely, but still a pretty slow day on my end. We have 3 trades so far, 3 for 3, all longs. 1 done in the prop account, 2 in the personal. Still kind of monitoring this prior day low, overnight low area. Little rejection there right from that key zone. Two-minute chart's nice. A little consolidation nation right here. No sound? Sound check? Sound check? Check, check. Loud and clear? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, if there's nothing happening, I mean, I got nothing to say, honestly. I don't want to just be rambling into the mic. Just waiting for some action right now. Watching this area right here, overnight low, prior day low. Personally, I like action pretty much above this spot. Already tried two longs in this area. I think it was right through here, then right through here, both for scalps. And price is still in that area. So I just want to see if this structure continues to build out here. Maybe a little bit of a shift, a little bit more bullishness. I'll look for a re-entry. If not, no worries. Staying patient right now. American Pride passed a Top Step account today. Well done. Congrats. Excellent work. Now the fun begins once you pass. Now the fun begins. Make sure you set a max daily loss limit. Don't put yourself in a position to blow the account in one day. Planning to start crazy small and trade only with micros for a while. Yeah, smart. Smart. All right, NQ is getting a little more interesting here. Looks like ES almost marked a session high there, not too far off the highs. This is what I want to see right now on NQ. Started to curl up. Now, can it hold somewhere in here or not? That's the question. So far, it looks like no. Sale prior day low continues to trade. Basically 26,050. This right here is a good example of why I tend not to buy a break of an intraday structure in the index. This one took me a while to learn because this strategy works really well in individual names and individual stocks. But you buy here when the structure is breaking on the index, and you're probably going to get trapped. Not always, but from what I've seen, most of the time. So that 30-minute, that doji, that hammer really failed to show any follow through. Pretty much the same with the 60. This next hourly bar closes in 10 minutes as we get into 11 a.m. Wow, today is flying. My goodness. Nice work, Benny. How are you liking that GC? Looks like a clean trade there. Save NQ. What's going to happen here? Can it break 6.5? Looks like no. So we have about 9 minutes till that 11 a.m. NQ failed to hold above that overnight low. Coming back in at 26K. So like I said, looking for action either above overnight low or down near session low. 25,942 current session low. We'll see if we get some action that aligns with the 11 a.m. Still just with my two scalps here. So we get back in at 26K. I put an order out above 6.5 about a minute ago, but just rolled over. So we'll cancel that. Benny, sampling GC with 1 to 3 micros trades technically. Solid. Love it. Love to hear it. NQ down through 26K. So we'll see how that session low is going to be treated now. Ended up being a trap right here. Little trapola. ES holding up much better today compared to NQ. Probably Meta's pretty heavy, I would imagine. Let's take a look at that Meta really quick just for fun. Yeah, down 13% Meta. Look at that earnings. Huge volume, of course, on Meta. All right, 30 seconds till 11 a.m. We'll get that new 30-minute bar opening up here. NQ, hold on to 26K for the time being. I won't be surprised if we see a level of interest build out at or near 26K over the next few days and weeks. Well, not much else here for me. What I'm going to be keeping an eye on is pretty much same ideas that we have been discussing. I like to see action up above overnight low with market structure. So something that resembles this, or I'll watch the session low, see if we get some sort of intraday spring. Other than that, that's pretty much all I'm really interested in for mid morning, late morning trades. We did have the 2 scalps on the personal account. I'll gladly take those. I'll just close it out. See what else we could find in the props. Otherwise, just call it a day. We will be live tomorrow, though I do have an appointment at 10 a.m. my local time, Central Time. So I'm not going to have a ton of time to stream. So it's going to be an abbreviated stream tomorrow, a little short one. We'll see if we could catch something in the morning. Then I got to hop off. That's tomorrow. Hope you guys had a great week. We'll keep it going in the Traders Think Tank. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.